Going to lift your arms, and then yes, as everyone's coming in, good. Just start with your breath and your exhale, and then Catherine, yes, exactly. You read my mind. You can always modify this by bending the ankles and keeping the knees out of it. And one more. Now, when you're up, go over. You can pivot your feet so they're facing forward. You can even pull your own arm. Inhale. So it's kind of like a wide-legged half moon. Now go up and over. You can even pull your own wrist, getting some blood flow in there. Breathe in, inhale, and then exhale. Hello, and then bring it in. Now we're going to bring it to a calf raise. So at first, just lift up both heels. So this is something you can do with or without holding on to something. So if you feel unsteady, you can put your hand on a countertop or a wall, but both calves are going to be working here. You got it. Now up and down, and up and down. Inhale and exhale. So try to get every single toe having equal weight. I'll move over just a little bit. Up and down. Inhale. Nice. We're going to take a set of turnouts. So it's like you're a first position in dance. You're a slight V, as if there's a piece of pizza in between your feet. Organic sourdough, rye flour pizza bread, pizza dough. So a healthy kind. Up. Now your knees are pretty long here, but they are soft as if a marshmallow's in them. And up. Nice. Now we're going to open up a little bit wider. So a little bit wider, you're going to go into for calf raises out wider. 2. So we're doing a lot of these lower legs at first. We want to have strong legs. This also helps with vascularization and balance. So at the top, you might feel like you're just like someone's taking a picture of you and you have a momentary balance. Now one more, and then we're going to, if you would like, grab a hold of either your wall or a tool. So I'm using something as if it's a counter. Wrap one foot behind the other, and now it's a single calf raise. I'm just getting one foot out of the way. Up, 5, long knee on the one that you're working. The other one is just unweighted. 9, now you're gonna do 10 on each leg. So go up 10, 2, yep, there you go. Just holding on to something because it is harder to balance, and I want your ankle to be really strong and secure here. Good. Now we're going to do a second set of the singles, wrapping 10 reps. There's this little, each metatarsal head has equal weight. You're tall in your spine, you're breathing fully, and you're going to do 10 on the other one. The leg that's working is long, but soft. Up, 4, 5, 6. Now, third set, and I know that is a lot. You're doing great. Singles, if it's too much, do both calves. But this is really helpful for the knees to have strong calves. Now you're going to do third set on the second leg, and it's okay whatever number you're on if you need to self-monitor which number, but you're doing 10 and 10, 3 sets of those 10 singles. Good. Now when you're done, you can meet me at toe rocks. So what I'm doing is lifting the toes, lifting the heels. Lifting the toes, that's it. Good, Karen, you're getting warmed up. So this is the front of the shin. This is the toe lifters. This helps prevent shuffling, helps prevent falling. Like if you go upstairs or up a hill, you have to lift the toes. If the toes do not lift, that's when you see people fall. So think about, can I lift all my toes up? When you're thinking about it, you could even look for a moment and then regain your posture and try to feel all your toes coming up. Your whole foot comes up to your heels on the ground, and then just your toes are on the ground. So one more time. This is something you can do in between chores at the house. Now we're going to lower leg rest just a minute. Find a wall, or you could do these on the floor, but you're going to do push-ups. So walk further away, bend your elbows, and straighten. Now do 10. Good, Betty, that's good. So I see that you're working your abs. 2, good, 3, 4, I'm going to give 5. We're going to do 10 here, and then we're going to add an option. Now your option is to be springy. So you'll push away, I'm away, and I land. Push away. If that's not for you, don't do it. But part of, you've seen or you've felt tight yourself sometimes, let's say getting out of a chair like you're creaky. There's a quality of the muscles, elasticity, and this is one thing you can do in all the joints is to promote elasticity. It's a bounce, you land, and you spring off. Good, yes, I like it. Did you see how you reach through your fingers, Karen? That was perfect. Like you're reaching through your joint. Either that or just do your normal push-ups. They're all gonna be good for you. Good, Polly. Spring off. Now, what did you notice? A little cardio. Try 2 more. Try 1 more. All right, now come back to your calves. Now, remember, everything I offer, you need to listen to your body, but I'm gonna offer, go back to calves. So this is the slow-mo. So Catherine, you'll just do calves most likely. Bone density is increased tremendously by jumping. There was a great study where women just jumped 6 reps 3 times a day, increased their bone density incredibly. I can't remember all the details, but that's the main thing they did. So if you want to jump, you'll leave. That's the start. Just get a feel. Is this good for me? Am I doing okay? Catherine, you'll probably do calf raises. Now, if this feels better, you can jump. Listen to your body. You do you. Good. And just try 6 of whatever you're doing. Land like a cat, softly, not harshly, right? And really good job. Good job. All right, now with that being done, now it's a balance. We know that balance is critical to prevent, these are all functional fitness tasks, but I'm trying to make as big a circle as I can. I'm even inducing, instability if I can. 5 each way. I'm trying to make this leg work. Good, got a little heart rate going from the jumps. All right, 5 the other way. Big. I always think of Catherine. Karen's daughter used to really try on these single legs to the fact where she would have one hand on the floor usually during the exercise. So 5, 4, so it's okay if you touch, but you're gonna challenge. 3, woo, keep going. 2, and 1. Hot dog, grab a sit, meet me down on the floor. We're gonna do a plank. You can get there any way you want, but if you wanna get there without using your hands, you could put 1 foot back, good Karen, and lower with control. Good, good Betty. Yeah, it's almost like you have a cup of tea in each hand. That a girl, you're gonna meet me in plank. When you're ready, hold. Now, the belly should feel like it's pulling up. Your shoulder blades are flat. Without doing too much, just shift a little left and right in your forearm. Just kind of feel your body shift. Yes, a little left, a little right. Just feel how you can manipulate where the abs are feeling. Left side, right side. Shift a little right, left. Now shift a little forward, back by pushing through your toes. A little forward, back. Good. 4, 3. It's not big. I just want to show how you can move a little. Rest your pelvis. Now you're in Sphinx. If you would like to go to Swan or Cobra, go for it. This is a big back stretch. Now, in the plank, if you would like to add on a finger tap to your shoulder, you can. If you need to just do planks, please do that. So when you come up, your right fingers will touch your left shoulder just for a second, just for a moment, not even a full second. So now you're doing that shift naturally. 6 more. Breathe. Now a Sphinx or a Cobra. So this is to counter pose. Now your abs are getting stretched. This is also for that posture Breathe. Inhale. And then exhale, lower down. Now we're going to go forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. So get ready. Shift forward, drop back through your heels. Shift forward, drop back through your heels. 3, 4, you're going forward and back. Good. 5, 6, 7. If you have sensitive feet or anything like plantar fasciitis, you can always put your feet on a roller. 2 more. Rest your pelvis, press up. And you're going to feel like your back is getting a great extension here. Shoulder blades are down. All right, we're going to do one more of these ab challenges and then we'll come to something different. So from your plank, you're in a normal plank. Push your hips up and then shift your weight to plank. Now lift your hips up. Shift your weight to plank and lift and plank and lift and plank and up. You should feel your abs. You know we're moving at a little different pace, so we mix up the speed sometimes. 2. And then rest your pelvis. Now you're either on your forearms or if you want a little bit more, your hands. 5 or swan. Yeah, either one. 4. Breathe into the upper back so you're getting even more benefit. Now rest your head on your arms. You're going to take one leg up all by itself, hip extension, and then the other. So it's one leg at a time. Try to feel, is each leg going up as high as the other? Are the legs lifting high? And you're trying not to shift your hips. Good. Reach. Hamstrings and glutes. Hamstrings and glutes. Good. Now, if you want it harder, lift both legs and flutter. So you're doing this flutter for 20. Now it's hamstrings and glutes, but harder. Long knees. Good, Betty. Third option is to tap the feet while the legs are in the air. Your knees are hovering, but lengthen your knees a little bit, Betty. Yeah, see if you feel that more. Yep, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And rest for a minute. Now, with your upper body, your hands are going to go beside your pelvis, kind of like palm down position. Lift up your back. Now lower. Now lift up your back. Now lower. Good. Go up. Multiple repetitions. We're doing 10. Up. Good. Now, if it's going okay, take your fingertips near your ears and finish 5 more like that. It's a little higher weight. 5. Good. 4, good. Back extension. 3, 2. Now, wherever you are, hold yourself up for 10. Lift up your torso. 10, 2. That's it. Good. 3. That's it. Good, Polly. It's hands wherever you want them. 4, 5. You're going to move a little bit just naturally with your breath. 7. Don't stop that. 8, 9. All right. Push into either a child's pose or Catherine, you might like to windshield wipe so that you don't have to bend it. Yep, bend it. The main goal here is I'm trying to give a release of tension. Love it. Inhale. And then come on back to a forearm plank. Now, this is going to be a 1-minute challenge. Listen to your body, but I've got this clock up here on the wall, and we're going to go in 3, 2, and hold. 1-minute balance challenge. Belly in. The modification would be either go to your knees or rest when you need to and come back and join. And this is all about mental strength too. I feel good, I feel strong. We have a saying, there's 2 wolves, you're always deciding which to feed, and you want to feed the stronger wolf. Give the thoughts you want. Okay, now we're already at 30 seconds. I feel good, I feel strong. I feel good, I feel strong. Feel good, I feel strong. Good, you're about a quarter left. Okay, so you have about 15 seconds here. I feel good, I feel strong. You have 10 more seconds, feeling good, feeling strong. Breathe in, 5 more. And then recover. Your elbows are on the mat, or if you would prefer, your hands are on the mat for a swan. Good job, guys. Take a little celebratory inhale. Lower yourself down, and either your hands are beside you, stage 1. At your low back resting, stage 2. Interlace, stage 3. Here we go, lift up, and lift the toes as well. Maybe the knees will come off. Good. 10, good. 9, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, and recover. Now either do that again or bend one knee and hang on to that foot or that ankle, and possibly the other foot or ankle. So you're doing either the same interlaced finger or a foot or 2 feet. 10, good. 2, 5, recover. Now we're going to do that again, or the other foot or the interlaced finger again. So up, whatever you're doing. 10, good. 4, good. 5, 6, open, open, open. 7, breathe in and recover. Either a child's pose, or if you want to challenge, curl your toes, push yourself up like a piece of plywood into a down dog. You choose. Now from here, hands and knees, round and extend. Cat-cow. If you're ever feeling like you want to do something good for your back on a weekend, this is a great one. Cat-cow. If you would like it a little harder, curl your toes, lift your knees. Now cat-cow. All right, recover for a moment. Now it could be you just rest or you do a child's pose, so Kathy might just rest there. The next one is either cat-cow or down dog, up dog. So please take a listen to your body, take a pulse. What's my body need? Down dog, lift your heels, low back, middle back, upper back. Tuck, upper, middle, lower. Lift, lower, middle, upper. Tuck. Good. Up. Inhale. Let's do another one. One more. And good job. And then recover so you can take a drink. And I'm going to meet you back on the floor. You guys are doing great. Happy Monday. Now this one, we're going to touch some bridge muscles. So I'm going to have us inhale. Make sure you have enough room behind you guys. When you go down, you never want to worry about what your head might hit. You have plenty of room. Once you are down, you can lift your hips 10 times. So we're just going to do a hip lift. Sometimes this is called a hop up or a hinge, pop up or a hinge. So you're not so concerned about the articulation right now. You're lifting up with your feet 4 corners even on the ground. I want you to see if you feel your hamstrings and your glutes. And 3, 2, and 1. All right, now we go a little longer. So think about 6 inches. 1, 2, and then go up. 1, lift your hips. So I'm now feet a little longer. Catherine, double check your knees, no matter what I cue, just see if everything feels good, right? Yeah, in general, strong hamstrings help the knee, but I also want everyone feeling safe. So feel how it's a little different on that angle. Up and down. All right, 2 more. Now you could go longer in the knees. It could be down to where there's just an inch bend. Now get ready, lift up and down. I moved my elbows out of the way so you could see that I'm lifting my hips. You don't have to do that. I'm just trying to expose that my hips are coming off the ground. That a girl. Check your body. Yeah, up and down. So you're doing some kind of hip extension. The knee may be changed in these 3 angles, but your modification is to leave them about 90 degrees because that's easier. 5, try to do 4 more. 4, 3, you want to feel your back and glutes and hamstrings. 2, now 1 more. 1, Now, one full body stretch, so it's kind of like you're maybe letting go of tension that you might have accidentally accumulated in the jaw. Now, another variation is a single, so put your feet in the original bridge position. Now, for us, if you can, put your right ankle on your left thigh. Imagine you're trying to open that knee up. Now, single bridges look like this today, but if you need to make it modified, both feet are on the floor, okay? So 4, these are really good for your back. 5, 6, 7, glute strength helps your back. 8, 9, we're gonna do a tiny little pulse option. So at the top, 10 little pulses if you'd like that option where you kind of pulse for 2 inches. Breathing. Here we go, lower that other one. Switch it up, guys. Kind of open that knee away from you. 10, 2, 3. This is single leg bridge, but the modification would be both feet down. Good, open that knee. 6, breathing. 7, I know it's tempting to hold our breath. We're gonna try to keep breathing. Now, if you want that bonus, 10 little pulses at the top. Now, when you lower this time, just take a happy baby. So if you can reach your hands to your feet, do it. If you cannot, reach your legs any way you can, maybe the thigh or the calf. 5. Breathe in. All right. Now, this next one is 1 foot down, 1 leg out. Now, I want to give you a choice. Your modification is to lift up your hip, or another modification is a basic ab crunch, or a harder pose is up and down 4 times. Up and down. So please find whichever of those you need. Up. Good. And up. And then 4, so you have to remember what number you're on. That's for retaining memory, which is really good when you're exercising. 4, to memorize and do coordination and patterns while your blood pressure is up, while your heart rate's up, is helpful for the neuroplasty, preventing dementia. Up. Good. Now hug the legs a little bit. Please listen to your body. But your first modification would be to do double bridge. So here's your base move if you would like. I do want to add a layer. It's a combo. You go lift your hips up here, and then you come up to teaser. You lift your hips here, and you come to teaser. So you could just do the bridging up, or you could do a modified ab crunch. Good. Take 2 more of whatever you're doing that gets you stronger in a safe manner, and 1 more. Good job. Grab a sip. Really good. Grab a sip. So you could tell that with glutes and hamstrings that you got stronger. That should help your back and your knees. Also with balance, it helps. Of course, it helps your legs too. That goes without saying. Now, this is side plank. 1 forearm is underneath you. This shoulder is down the back. That's your most important cue, to not let it drift forward. So when you're ready, come up, get ready, hold. Okay, so feel, if you're not sure, this should feel toned, and if you're not sure, touch it. It shouldn't feel droopy. Okay, breathe in. All right, now lower, and if you put your hand right here, you can straighten up. Can you feel how it's a baby tricep? Now, if you put your hand here, it's even harder. Can you feel how it's a tricep? So, Polly, your left hand's going to be on the floor. Your other arm will be up if you want it harder. Yeah, your other hand, the one that you would be resting on if you were doing a planks off the floor. Bend and straighten. Can you feel your tricep? Here, I'll do it a different way so you can tell what I'm doing, right? This hand's not helping. And actually it'd be your other arm, Catherine. Yep. Now, can you feel that? Is it too hard? Yeah, or you just put it out of the way here. Good. Go to where you burn. Good, Betty, I think you can feel it. Okay, could you feel this back here? Betty, I saw you doing it well. Catherine, I saw you shift. I think I saw everybody shift, but let's go to the other side. The very first one, now it's plank. So I have 2 moves. Your bottom arm. So at this point, I'm on my right. My right elbow's underneath my shoulder's down the back. Now at this point, I'm going to lift up the left arm. So this is plank. If you're not sure, hey, this right here should be active. Touch it if it's not. Ask it to be active. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now this hand that's in the air, drop your hip a little. This hand that's in the air is going to come really close to your body. Now I'm leaving this here for just a minute to show you. Here's the tricep. That's kind of easy, right? If I let go of this hand, I'm going to thread it and I'm going to put it here so I've got some tone. Another, if you just don't know what I'm doing, I'm going to get the hand out of the way so you can see. You see how it's a tricep dip, a tricep push? You got it. Obliques. Good, good. Karen, I think you have it. Polly, I think you have it. Go to where it feels like it was burning. Your arms in close to your body. You should feel your tricep. This is a seatbelt tricep press. Just do it until you feel like it's fatigued and then come out. So could you all feel it? Good? Okay, you could feel it. Good. And even if right now, sometimes when you do a move for the first time, it's very global. Like, I got 80% of it. I kind of feel what's going on. That's good because then you can fine tune those cues later. So this is a stretch called the rack. You're opening up your heart. You're doing the opposite of a rounded forward position in your shoulders. Catherine, I feel like you got it too. I feel like everybody got it. 4, 3. So that way, if anyone were to fall, you do have some wrist bone density. You know, you have some arms, but you could. I had a girl fall and she fell as if she were in a forearm plank, so she thought the planks were helping her. Now just massage your hands so it's kind of like you're doing a massage of circle and circle. Good job. Grab a sip and we're going to meet on a side plank again. So I'll show you what the move is. Of course, it's a basic side plank. Now if you ever need to modify on this, it's hip or it's knee or it's feet. Now, I'm going to tell you what this one is. Imagine a starfish and you're possibly, you don't have to, lifting the top leg up and down 5 times. That's pretty tough. So you may visualize it. You may do 2 of them. You may do 5 of them. I want you to listen to your body. And now, here it is. Take a picture and come out. Nice job. So whatever you do, go there fully with your heart, right? Confucius. So you're there. You're doing 2 good ones, you're doing 5 great ones, you're doing hold, whatever you're doing. So shoulder blade down the back. At first we did a side plank. Now you establish this is really connected, and then if you think you're going to add on, you may do 5, 4, 3, look at those strong girls, 2, 1. Now lower. Really good. Boy, that was great. Now you're going to come back to your forearms. Now it could be sinking, but you're not going to. You're going to lift your heart. So lift your heart. Good. You can still look down between the space between your inner thighs. Lift up your toes. Now extend and then bend and pull it in. Good. Extend out and bend. Now I want you to pretend there's a ribbon between your legs that you have to hang on to. You can't let it go. So your inner thighs or your calves or your feet are kind of squeezing together. Whatever part of your leg, my knees touch, my ankles touch, squeeze that together. Inhale. 2 more. And 1. Now when you come back, hug the legs in, take a little rock. Good. Now, good, Catherine, that's what I was going to do next. So I'll go ahead and show you. It's a possible, let me show you all the variations. So single leg is one variation. Single leg out is another variation. Crisscross with the single leg out is another variation. And kind of vertical and coming off the torso floor is another variation. So take about 20 of those once you have chosen your variation. And take 6 more or so, depending on where you are. 4, 3, 2. Now when your head's down, hang on to your feet and let your knees be a little wide. I also enjoy with this bound angle stretch a little rock. or even pulling my feet up a little higher like they're going over my sternum. So find what's working for you. All right. Now hands down, lift up, and draw a circle on the ceiling, and then keep your legs together. When you're at 12 o'clock, go the other way. The lower you go, the harder it is to keep your ribs down, which is our goal. All right, so just 4 more. I'm gonna call this corkscrew. It's just a variation of corkscrew. There's a much harder one where you lift your hips, but I'm gonna call this one modified corkscrew. Now, hug your legs together just for a minute. I'm gonna show you the next one. You can either do corkscrew or you can do this. Your hands are down, and watch me lift my hips off the floor. So actually, I'm gonna move my hands to show you. I'm lifting my hips off the floor. And if you're not sure, put your hands on your abs right between your pubic bone and your belly button, and that should work. Now you can go up higher. It would look like this. So either do about 6 corkscrews or 6 of these pelvic lifts of how you're doing them. All right, happy baby first. Now, if your hands reach your feet, great. If they don't, hold on to your calves. Good, Karen. Whew, breathing. Now open up into a V stretch, so it's like you're the letter V. Pull your toes back. Yep, open. 5. Inhale. And then we're going to go into a single straight leg abs. So right here, you're going to pretend you're a pair of scissors. One leg's vertical and one leg's lowering a bit or more. So I'm layering to harder. Or come up and grab a leg. Or if you need one hand behind your head for a neck support, you can. So I'm just layering. You could even pull your toes back. That's more about hamstring flexibility. All right, 6 more of whatever you're doing. 4 more, 2 more, and then hug. Nice, nice job. Now, hands underneath your thighs, pop up, grab a sip. Really good, guys. Grab a sip, take an inventory, see how you're doing. And the next one, I'm going to demo. I have a feeling I know which way you're going to do, but this is a demo. So do you remember how we do push-ups, but we kind of modify everything? You can do them here. And you see I'm springing it. You can even do them here. Now, Catherine, you may choose, if your knees don't like to be on the ground, you might choose to do this on a wall again. I am going to show you a different way. This could be here, where you bend. You push. So you can do it yeah, good. It's just a light spring. Good. Or you can do them normal. Good, Polly. So you're finding out what you need, but there is a lot of research on the springiness of the body. So you can do them in all 4. So take about 10 where you're springy, and think about a lion when it runs through the woods or the Serengeti, and how it's kind of elastic, or a gazelle, yeah, or a deer, and they're not cricky. Good. And kind of land softly. Good. Now after you're about 10, good. That was really good landing, what I could see. After about 10, you can find a place to sit and just stretch the forearms. Did you feel your heart rate get up just a little bit too? Yeah. And then take this one. So like a calm breath. Proud of you guys, really good. Breathe in. And then let that go. We're gonna lie on the side now. Yeah, shake it out on the side. The obliques are here-ish. So if you put your hand here-ish, we're also working QL. Lift up your legs, but when you lower, try not to touch the floor. Lift up, try not to touch the floor. So stay up. A modification would be fingers or hands on the floor. A hand off is harder. Now, can you stay up and add the leg? We need strong hips for balance and for bone density and to complement walking and hiking. Now take that top leg, leave it up. Try to lift the bottom leg to it. Good. 4. Now we need inner thighs for balance. And 8, 9. Now you can do a banana boat up and then meet me on the other side, or just roll over to the other side. I've got to move my mic, but you guys can lift your legs up as soon as you're ready. Both legs come up. Now try to feel your waist, these ab muscles. Try not to have your jaw contracted. Now notice how your feet are all facing forward. You're not toeing out. That's great. You're going to be doing a little lift where you stay up, and then you're going to add on the top leg. Now feel this oblique here. Feel your waist. Try to keep the bottom leg up. Let the top leg meet it on this next one for 10. True. Keep the ankle true. 3, 4. You feel your abs. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, if you wanted, you could take that banana boat and then come back out. Nice job. Grab a sip. Really good. You're going to do a little balance and listen to your body. So the first is hands underneath the thigh. Second is lift up your toes, and you have a balance here. Good. Third is hands clap, and then you wrap to your feet. Now, you could just do a little extension, how you can, or if you're up for a little challenge, you can roll back to your shoulders and come up and balance, and you can actually do a complete circle with this, or maybe you're just going to stay in your V and close the legs and open them. Inhale. You do about 9 before you get back. I'll meet you. Inhale and exhale. Good. Nice. Good. And then it feels so natural, take a forward fold. It feels like you want to go into a forward fold over your bound angle legs. This is also called Baddha Konasana, or inner thigh stretch. Now listen to your body, but I'm going to offer another tricep one because they're so important for bone density, and our life is usually really automated, so we're adding triceps. Now, if you do not like this, you can always do push-ups on the wall and get your triceps, but the first move would be to come up. The second move would be bend your elbows and then push up. Bend your elbows and then push up. Bend. Now we're going for 10. 4, 5, 6, good. 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, now I'm going to have us do a little stretch. Sit any way you want, and you can pat yourself on the back with one arm, and you can catch it with the other. So if this doesn't feel comfortable, you can do this standing. You can do it on your knees. Good. You can do it on a high kneel. Good, Catherine. Now the breath, it's magical the way it increases the stretch. So lift up through your jaw, take an inhale. Other side. So try to catch your hand. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle if you need to, and then reset your jaw into parallel. Yeah. Oh, got to get that braid out of the way. And all 4 fingers maybe. Good. 10. I like how you look even rib to pelvis. 4, 3, 2, breathe in, and then exhale. Good job. Now we're going to take a little side, you can take a sip, but we're going to take a side half Vasisthasana plank with a tree possibility, but you can take what you need to. So grab a sip if you'd like. This is a static posture, meaning you don't really move too much. You might organically breathe, but and move with that breath, but you're going to do side plank. That's your possibility first layer. If you're going to do the tree, I do like to put my foot up before I wait. It's one less thing to negotiate. Come on up. 10. Good. 2. Open up that knee like you're opening up a hardcover book. Head back. 5 a little bit. Catherine, 6. Yeah, 7. That looks better. 8. 9. Now lower your hip, and then you're going to go to the other side. Now this is Vasisthasana. And the first is just set your shoulder up. Now if you're going to go up with the foot, I like to go ahead and put it on and then go up. Good. Stretch out that hand. Yeah. Breathe in and then lower. Really good. Now very similar. You guys know I like this. You could do side plank, or you could put your foot behind. So you see how I've got it one back, lift up, and then open up your heart a little bit more in this one and push through that hip flexor a little bit more. 10, 2, I'm going to look at you. 3, good. It is either side plank or foot back, your choice. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Lower your hip. Let's take it to the other side. All right, elbow down. Now, if you're doing that extra, it's almost like a layer to Maldrasana. You put your foot back first. You see how I'm layering? You know, you could always do a side plank, or you could do a side plank tree. Breathe. Stretch out that hand that's on top. Lift up through your hip. Breathe fully. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then lower. Nice. Now we're going to be doing a possible, you can do any of the stuff we've done before, side plank foot up, side plank foot back. Or if you want to go to your hand, this is Maldrasana, foot back. And then you go up just a little bit more. Please choose what you need. 10. Good. 2, 3, 4, 5, or just a side plank on your elbow. 8, 9, 10, and lower. Good. And then go to the other side. I love it, guys. You can do it how you need. Push it up. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lower. Really good. Now, when you're on, grab a sit, and then when you're on your back, we're going to do a possible double leg stretch. What is the double leg stretch? I'll show it in layers, modified first. Head down, stretch up, and then circle. Now, this right here, up and circle. Now, if you want it a little bit harder, arms a little back, legs a little forward. Squeeze that ribbon between your knees and then hug. If you want it a lot harder, come up, shoulder blades, then stay up, hug, inhale, hug. Now I'll show you a neck modification that's still challenging for the abs. Your hands go behind your head. 3 more. And whatever you're doing, if you still move your joints fully, you're getting some lymph pumped. Breathe in, you're helping your immunity, and then relax. Just like the first sun of the sunrise, just like exercise, you're pumping lymph. So relax your back a little bit. Inhale. And then this one's double leg lower. So hands beside you. Now lower your legs just a little bit. And I'm going to add an ankle point and an ankle flex, or dorsiflex, plantar flex. That's great if you care to add on. You could take your hands behind your head and lift up your shoulder blades, and then you could do that lift and lower. 4, 3, 2. All right, now you're going to take either a happy baby, pretty wide knees. So your knees, when you're in happy baby, if they could go all the way down, they would be beside your ribs, not over your belly, but beside. If you want a different posture that's very similar, you're welcome to take a squat. So listen to your body. Either way, you're going to do good things. So, yep, 5, good. 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Now with your head down, imagine you are doing a humongous circle. Maybe think of the grist at Mabry Mill, and it's a very large circle. The grist mill, so you're big. And you notice I'm trying to put my ankles in it, point and flex, like I'm really working my foot. I like that term, articulate through your foot. Yes, pull your toes back and then point. Now, if you want this harder, the grist mill's further away from you, and your ribs really have to work to keep your abs down. Stretch out high with your legs, stretch out low. If you want it even harder, can you bicycle up the grist mill and bicycle down, or just do a 30-degree? So just do 5 repetitions of whatever you're doing. Good. And 3, and 4, and 5, and then a full body stretch. Now, even through your toes and even through your ankles, you can point and flex and spread out and reach. Nice job. And then draw the feet to the floor and lift up your hips. Now, this right here, we're going to be doing some pulses. So your knees are over your heels. Your option is to do 10 2-inch pulses here in what I call neutral bridge. Now, your second option is let the knees touch. Mine are actually touching each other now. Do 10 little pulses, but I didn't move the feet. All right, the third option is the knees are a little wider than the ankles. It's as if there's a football or a pumpkin gourd between my knees. 10. All right, you're doing great with that. Now, knees over the ankles. If you would like to add on, lift up a foot and point it to the sky. You're going to do 10 little pulses with that left leg only. It's going to go 2 inches. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now the right foot comes down, your left leg's up, and you're going to do 10 little pulses with your right glute in neutral, knee in neutral. Keep breathing. Now the left foot comes down, your right toes are up, but you're going to pull those toes back. So your right toe is in a dorsiflexion. Now pulse through your left leg, glute. 10, 2, 3, 4. Straighten out the right leg if it will. 7. I know that's my hard part because I'm tight today. Right foot down, left leg up. Pull your toes back. Here we go. 10. Pulse. Adding on, left foot down, guys. Right ankle on the top. Remember how we did that hip opener? Hold it here. 10 little pulses. Yep. Right foot comes down, you guessed it, left ankle on the right thigh, 10 little pulses up. Okay, so you could tell one hip's tighter than the other maybe. All right, now when you come down, take that ankle to thigh stretch where you reach your hands through, clasp your fingers, you're in a figure 4. If you'd like, add on a rock. Ooh. You might even like to add on a foot movement, like a toe point and flex or like an ankle roll. Breathe. Let your exhale release all tension. Five, 4, 3. Breathe in. Take that other one, ankle to thigh. Reach your hand through. You might add a rock. You might add an ankle movement. Five, 4, 3, 2. Feel it, feel it, feel it come in. Nice job. Now we're going to take the left leg super long and the right knee over. Your hand could rest on that knee. Your right arm could take a few circles. You'll notice it feels super good somewhere, like a Y or a T. You may feel different one day versus another, so you're just observing that day. Now inhale, and then exhale. You're going to take your right leg really, really long and your left knee over. You can put your hand on it. The left arm can take a few circles like you're drawing a circle in the sand, and it's 70 degrees. All right, arm open and leave it like a T or a Y. And then you can do a quad stretch a few different ways. So one way is to face me and take your top hand to your top foot and see if that feels good. Betty, if that doesn't feel like enough stretch, you could always do it on your foam roller. Another way, Catherine, I'm assuming this feels okay, unweighted, to have that knee inflection on those knees. So you just text me if you need to, but later in the day. But the other one is like you're doing, Betty, where you pull your shin under. So the main thing is whatever you are doing, you feel your quad. Now your breath goes in through your nose and it fills up real low. The belly, we were speaking of elasticity earlier, it should feel like a balloon. It's elastic. Breathe in and it expands. The ribs expand. One area we definitely want elasticity is in those respiratory muscles. So breathe in. I know you've heard people say tighten your core and suck in your abs, but when you're breathing, you want a full, expansive, elastic, voluminous breath. Now try the other one, and either you're holding onto your foot, and you can switch sides if you need, or you're putting that shin underneath you. Betty, you're in a good place to do that other one. And now back to the voluminous breath. So breathe in through your nose. Maybe you have an image of a balloon and softly inflating, belly, ribs, chest. And then you allow those areas to deflate, chest, ribs, belly. Inflate, belly, ribs, chest. Still through your nose, exhale, chest, ribs, belly. As you're breathing out, it's a great opportunity to see where can you relax your body, the jaw, the eyes, the mind. It's like the scalp releases. All right, we're gonna let that go. And then you're gonna put your legs up on the wall or a counter. Now, if you have a yoga block or you have a foam roller or a pillow, you can also prop your hips up on that prop, but your legs are higher than your heart, and you're letting the vessels have a break from being the other way. Now, you can let your hands rest on your belly if that's comfortable, and when you inhale, try to expand your belly in all ways. And again, inhale and inflate the belly, the diaphragm. One more. And then release that block or that legs from the ceiling position. And then come into a comfortable seated position that's good for you. Good. And then real gently drop an ear to shoulder. And if you want, let your hand help. And then up and over. You can use your hand if you want. Can feel the chin go to the chest. You can hear one of our chickens laying. And ears. No, and just look left. Now, if you want to use a hand or two to help that rotation. And then up and over. You're just touching the muscles. You're not straining them in the neck here. And then I'm just going to show you a little delta wave technique. So this is a way to get delta brain waves. No drugs, just you and you. You've probably done it on your own, you know, sort of like this. This is another way to do it. But hand over hand, and just sort of feel how calming that is. So you can do it as a way to pre-pave your energetic success, to stay in a calm energy before you do the next activity. Or you can use it if you feel yourself begin to wobble or stray from your natural calm place. But it's a way to get delta brainwave activity without drugs, just you. So we'll just take a moment to notice how it feels to have a bunch of self-soothing techniques at our fingertips that we can always access whenever we need them and before we need them. So today I intend to know how powerful I am with all the tools that I have in my own body, my own sphere, to keep myself in a calm place with so much appreciation. Thank you guys so much for joining me.